welcome to my DIY Christmas decor Dollar Tree haul. Now, I know that I mentioned in my last video that I was going to share with you a DIY that my niece and I were going to put together for like Christmas, what do you want to call them? Probably like snow globes. Now, these aren't the type of snow globes, obviously, that have the water in them. You can do that, but I didn't do that particular craft today. But I brought you some ideas, some things that really worked out. We experimented and we finished several of them, and I'm going to show you all items that we pretty much purchased at the Dollar Tree, except probably one or two. But anyway, so here it goes. Here's what we have. So the first idea that we came up with are these little fishbowl kind of vases that you can find at the Dollar Tree. Now, if you remember last hauls, I've used some of these for other decorations for like the fish. I remember I did something with the fish, the Father's Day theme. Well, you can use these again, and you can, instead of just putting them on your table like this, you can actually put them on a candle holder. You can glue it to it with a glue gun, as you can see with this one. Now, this here candle holder I did not get at the Dollar Tree, just one that I had laying around. Now, you can find these really cheap, also if you want them taller at the Goodwill, as you can find those as well, or any thrift store. But I had these laying around, so I decided that I was going to glue this together because these are all going to go on our dining room table. So this is what the first one looks like. So I'm going to bring it really close so you can see it. Okay, inside you'll see there's snow, and all the little guys you see in there are the ones that you can find at the Dollar Tree. And they actually, you can buy them. There's all so many kinds. I know I've shared some of them with you already as to what you can find for like a village that you do, a Christmas village. But you'll also find that they also sell them in 3 like accessories, and this is what it looks like, the package. Obviously they're out of it, but there's 3 that come in it. A snowman, the Christmas carolers. So I mean, it's actually a pretty good deal. It's 3 of them, and you can actually make that a scene with this. There's also little trees, which you'll see that we've used in some of these. So these are what you can pick up at the Dollar Tree. Now, as far as the snow, what we did for the snow, you could do all kinds of things with the snow. I think I've seen people using salt and all kinds of things to make a snow. Now, what we did is we used Epsom salts. So you can buy these, and it's about a pound. Yes, a pound of the Epsom salts at the Dollar Tree. Okay. Now these here went a long way. We actually purchased 3 of these bags, but we only needed about a couple of them, but maybe even a bag and a half for all these that we did. So I wouldn't necessarily go too much on these. But anyway, it's perfect for snow. And the best thing about it is that you can reuse some of this. For something else. But anyway, this is what it looks like. Now, the way we got the effect of around the jar, as far as like if it looked like it was snowing, you could do all kinds of things with that. You could actually spray like hairspray in it, and then move some of your Epsom salts around, so that way it looks kind of like if it's snowing around the glass. Or what we did is we found this at the Dollar Tree, which they also sell, is the snow spray. Okay, now shake it up very well. This goes a long ways. How much is this? It's a 2.0 ounce can, but you don't have to hold it too close, pretty far away, because if you do, then it's really, really, it clouds up a lot of the glass, and you can't really see what's inside. But this is something that you can spray in there, just like you would your glass, your windows. Is I think what they use this for, and that's what we did last year with this. We used that for our windows. But anyway, that's what that looks like. Again, it just kind of looks like it's snowing. You've got your people in there, and that's kind of what that one looks like. Now, another thing you can do is you can also use a mason jar. Okay, now these you can also get at the Dollar Tree, and this is the only size that I've been able to see there. Okay, now this one, again, you want to take what you want to use. Whether you're going to use just a tree or people. I'm going to take this out so you can see it, because I I think what I did with this one that really helped was just to get a glue gun and put them all in the lid like that, so it's all glued down. Okay, you glue your scene the way you want that, and then all you have to do is go ahead and put it in like this, and then you can close it up. Okay, now this one here I just thought was so cute. Now this tree, as you see, did not come with all those little red berries on it. We actually had a centerpiece that was really, really old and we're getting ready to throw away, and there were just these little small hollyberry looking berries on it, and we thought, you know, let's take those off and we could glue them on this tree, which makes it look like they have ornaments on it. Okay, so that's what that looks like. But you could do all kinds of things with that. Put little things on the tree to make it look, you know, maybe little gifts underneath. We didn't have any little gifts underneath that were small enough for the jar, but even a bigger jar you might be able to get away with doing something like that. So that's how we did with this one. Okay, looks like it's got a couple there sitting right by the tree, underneath the tree there. So that's what that looks like. Now this one also did not get sprayed down too much because I really wanted you to be able really to see the little people there and the tree. So that's what that looks like. Now this lid, we are going to probably spray paint this, maybe a silver color, you know, maybe a red color, and you could always do that with these lids as well. I didn't have the spray paint, but I think that's what we're probably going to do with this, just to bring out the colors more, instead of just having this gold color there of the rim of that lid. So anyway, that's what that looks like. Okay. Now, last haul, I pointed out 2 little of my snowmen, okay? I gotta tell you that I used them, okay, because I just love those little guys, and I used it for this one. Now, this here glass, I did not buy at the Dollar Tree. I think I might have bought it at a thrift store, and I had it, but here's what it looks like. There's a little snowman, okay, and again, all you do is fill up your Epsom salts. There's your snow, okay, and all you do is just sit your little guy in there, okay? And again, you can spray this one down a little bit too with the snow if you want. You could put lights around it if you want inside, and I'll show you one in a minute with that. Now this bow, not sure whether really we're going to keep that on there or not. We just kind of played around with that. But you can, or you could just take it off and just leave it alone and leave it as that on your table. I just felt like, I just thought it was cute, but then after keep looking at it, I think, you know, I don't want to take too much away from Mr. Snowman and just see this big old bow there. So anyway, but that's what that one looks like, okay? Another thing that we did was with the lights. Now this one my niece did, and this one's really, really cute. This one here is also another scene. Now this one does have the lights. Now what's interesting about these lights is they are the snowflake lights. They are battery. I believe they take two AA batteries, okay, to run these, and I'm going to show you what those look like. They come in these little boxes, and it's 10 lights. Now you could get them, in the stars, you can get them in the snowflakes, okay. I think those are the only ones that we saw. The only thing with this one is because it takes 2 AA batteries, the little box where you put them is pretty big, so you want to make sure you cover it with snow pretty good so you can't really see that big box where you're putting the batteries in. That's what these lights are for here. We got several of them different. We got stars, like I said, and we got some of the snowflakes. And this particular one, she put snowflakes in here. So that's what the color looks like, the little scene there. She's got 2 little snowmen. She got some kids building snowmen is what they're doing out in the snow. So that's what that looks like. Okay, now this also was a jar that we did not get. Well, maybe we did get this at Dollar. Yeah, we did. You can get this at the Dollar Tree that actually comes with the white lid to cover it. Now the lid, again, you can paint it. What we did with this one is we actually had some ribbon that we got at the Dollar Tree. Okay, we just put it around the rim of it. It just says greetings, season's greetings on there. So that's what that looks like. Okay. And let's see what else I've got. I also have another one. Now you can see this one. This one actually has the candle holder that you can get at the Dollar Tree. It's a little bit smaller, so you can pick this one up. Again, we use the same vase there. Another little scene. Now this one, a little different with this one, is she actually used one of the tea lights. Okay, instead of all the lighting, she used just a tea light that you can get at the Dollar Tree, which they sell 2 in a pack. Okay, it looks like that. Okay, now I will tell you that these well, they don't burn, they're just lit here with the battery lit for 120 hours. Actually, it says, yeah, it's 120 hours per tea light there that you're using. So anyway, so it looks like she's got that light burning, and she's got all these people standing around it, so maybe they're singing Christmas carols or something, right? So that's what that looks like. That was just that idea of hers. Okay, we tried to do these in all different, because not that they're all the same height, some might be smaller than the others. So those are pretty much it. The one that I'm leaving for the end is one of my favorite ones. It's actually the first one I did, was with the other snowman. Now this one here, it's real simple. I mean, there really isn't much to it. It was just, again, the mason jar, and there's a snowman in there. Now this one's a little bit different because I used a lot of the Epsom salts to cover that glass. Okay, so it really looks like he's really snowed in there. Okay, now you can also do it and flip over the mason jar and then do it that way and put them in there, and then put a ribbon on the rim here. Kind of like what I did with this other one I showed you, or you could just do that. It just looked pretty simple, but anyway, there's that one. So that's pretty much it. Again, we did use some of the ribbon. I have to show that to you. This was just the regular wide wire ribbon, and this, of course, is a little bit more narrow, 9 feet for this one, that you could buy at the Dollar Tree. Okay, it's just really pretty. Had a pretty gold tint to that, so I really liked it. So anyway, that's what we got. Those are some of the things that we picked up. And again, lots of ideas. You could, like I said, you can use these with water. Instead of the snow, all you'd have to do is get the water, of course, and put it in there, and then put the glycerin and some glitter even, just so that way that glitter doesn't clump up on you, and put your scene in there as well. You could do the same thing, just with that kind of a product. But other than that, the idea is we're going to use these on our dining room table. We're going to get a bunch of greenery and put these there, and maybe put some snow, spray some snow on the greenery, but just really make it a really pretty, all these different little scenes that will be right there on the table. So anyway, that's our idea. That's what we got. So anyway, until next time, bye-bye, everybody.